Hey sweeties, welcome back to another episode. And if you are new here, prepare yourself for something I'm very excited to talk about. If you couldn't tell by the title, we are covering the latest series on HBO Max, Pretty Little Liars, Original Sin. I'm going to break things down into categories and end with my suspicions of who I believe A to be. This will be quite a long video, so grab a snack, subscribe and like, and let's get started. If you haven't seen the original series or don't want to sit through all of it, I highly suggest you check out Mike's recap here on YouTube. It really helped refresh my memory and summarize just what happened in the original Pretty Little Liars. Links down in the description. And as you can see, I have a little poster next to me. This is the original cast. So if you Google Pretty Little Liars, you have to specify Original Sin or you will be so confused. And for those of you not really interested in the original series, I will read a very watered down summary of the show. It has been 1 year since Allison, then the queen bee of the bunch, went missing. Spencer, Aria, Hannah, and Emily have gone on with their lives, though they've grown apart. Now in high school, each girl finds herself facing a new set of challenges when anonymous text messages from A threaten to expose all their secrets. Both old secrets the girls were sure only Allison knew, and newer secrets developed after Allison's disappearance. Who is A, and how does he or she know the things he or she knows? Pretty Little Liars is based on a series of novels by Sarah Shepard. Did you get all of that? Awesome. It is not important for Original Sin at all. Basically, all you need to know is the show has drama, this show has murder, and a whole new group of spicy teens. So the poster that I have here is Original Sin. This is the latest series. You can see the new group of teenagers at the top here, and A is at the very bottom. You can kind of see them. It's an okay poster. I prefer the old ones, but it's okay. So, here is the official description for Original Sin. 20 years ago, a series of tragic events almost ripped the blue-collar town of Millwood apart. Now, in the present day, a group of desperate teen girls, a brand new set of little liars, find themselves tormented by an unknown assailant. You see what they did there? Assailant. Yeah. Now, I'm going to give you the warning because we are going to deep dive here. Spoilers ahead. If you maybe got up to get more Cheetos, spoilers are ahead. In the first episode, we travel back to a rave in 1999 where young Angela Waters unalives herself by jumping off the warehouse rafters to get the attention of 5 teenage girls. Fast forward to 2022, their daughters are the ones we follow. Does that kind of make sense? Pretty much a tragic accident happens to a group of teens. They do nothing about it, grow up, and now their daughters are experiencing pretty much the same thing, except A is here to make them learn a lesson. Just as a little side note, this is the girl from Stranger Things, Dustin's girlfriend. I was pretty surprised that she was in this. The main character we follow is Imogen Adams. She's a pregnant teenager who had a falling out with her 2 best friends, Kelly and Karen, when Karen's boyfriend tried to kiss Imogen. The last night Karen went to get some things from Imogen's house, she handed Miss Adams, Imogen's mom, a letter containing a flyer that was for that rave back in 1999. For some unknown reason, we don't know why this happened, but Karen and Imogen follow this water trail that's like right outside Imogen's room leading to the bathroom, where they find Imogen's mom's lifeless body in the bathtub. The evidence shows that she unalived herself. We really haven't gotten much detail on her mom besides her mom being there at the rave. It's later discussed that she did this because she just felt immense guilt for what happened to Angela. But that's pretty much it. And I will also say, if this actress looks familiar, she played young Snow White in Once Upon a Time. Yep, you can look it up. It's her. As for the rest of the cast, I'm going to summarize them using one word just because there's a lot to cover in this video and I don't really want to lose your attention. So the first character we have here, her name is Noah. We will describe her as Jailbird. She went to jail to cover for her mother's drug use. Tabby will be referred to as Movie Buff. Her whole personality is movies and referring to them. This is Mouse. I will be referring to her as Gamer Girl. She was totally a tablet kid growing up. And last but not least, we have Farrah, aka Bunhead. She's a ballerina with a ton of sass. I'm here for it. I rather have tons of sass than a movie reference every other line. Okay, so to explain what I have on the screen here, I have the group of girls at the top, and then I have just a quick photo of Karen at the bottom. I don't really consider her to be part of the pack, so I'm not giving her her own introduction. All you have to really know is she's a bully. She's a bully, not to the extent of Allison from the original series, but she's a bully. She does not deserve your compassion. Now that we have our 5 girls, I'm going to explain how A got them involved with everything. So the first one was Imogen had a video of an extremely drunk Karen and screened it at the local movie theater with the support of the other girls because she and Tabby got detention for vandalizing Karen's Spirit Queen posters. Yet they didn't do that. A did. So again, Karen on the bottom, the girls on the top. Mouse introduced herself a long time ago to Karen, who decided to give her the nickname Rodent. So her name is Mouse. Karen would call her Rodent because she's a bully. A framed Mouse by putting a dead rat into Karen's backpack. She was like looking for a pen or something, and it just like, she got blood all over her hand and it just like fell out on the floor. It was really gross. Noah, aka Jailbird, has to provide multiple urine samples throughout the school year to verify she's not using drugs. But remember, she never did drugs. She covered for her mom. And A tampered with her urine sample so that it came back positive for drug use. Everyone thinks that she does drugs. She doesn't. So it coming back positive, they were like, yeah, this is inevitable. But she was like, I don't even do drugs. What's going on? And then for Farrah and Karen were both competing for the leading role of Black Swan until Farrah got it. A frames Farrah by putting razors in Karen's ballet slippers. This part was super messed up. So I guess they were all just doing stretches before they actually started dancing. And Karen was like, ow, something really hurts in my slipper. She takes the slipper off. Her foot is covered in blood. And the teacher takes her slipper and sees that there's a razor in it. And Karen's like, Farrah, why did you do that? You already got the role. And Farron's like, I didn't do that to your shoe. The teacher 100% believes Karen and sends Farrah on her way. It is confirmed that A did these things when each girl receives a video of these dark pranks. And Karen even denies doing them. So I guess the girls were under the assumption Karen's doing these things to herself to like get us in trouble, which I don't know anyone who would do stuff like that besides the poster prank. But she denies it. Imogen like straight up asks her and she's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Well, lo and behold, each girl gets a video of how their prank was done. Farrah gets one of A, wearing gloves, putting the razor in the ballet slipper. Also, just as a side note, I'm not going over smaller characters in this video because they're not super important at this time, but if you'd like me to go over them in another video, please leave me a comment down below. The promotional poster is to show the girls. The top pink sweater is Karen. That is Karen. Underneath Karen, the girl with like the halter top, that's Kelly, her twin sister. We're just gonna clarify that. After all the drama goes down, we arrive at the big dance. I'm assuming it's homecoming since it's the beginning of the year and it's never explicitly mentioned. So I'm just going to say homecoming. Because Karen dropped out of the Spirit Queen race, Imogen wins by default, which is what Karen wanted anyway. Weird, right? Kelly, again, the girl in the halter top and the bottom, Aaron's twin, made the plan they could carry, aka pour a bucket of red paint all over Imogen as revenge for all the trouble that she's put Karen through. Well, guess who's there? A pushes Karen over because she was on like the beams, like where the like stage lights are. A pushes Karen over and she falls to her death. This is pretty much where things are right now. Like this is like the last thing pretty much kind of discussed. So now it is time to talk about A. Why is A back? This series uses A for Angela and not for Allison, like in the previous series. A is back because they believe the girls to be bullies. We don't know if they are referring to the teens as bullies, aka Imogen and the girls, or because of their mother's actions. It's never really clarified as of now. Based on what I've personally seen, I don't think Imogen and her friends to be bullies, but that could change later down the line. Who is A? Built on mostly looks. I have a little picture here. Their build is someone masculine, I want to say. But if you've watched the previous series or even the recap, You know, that doesn't matter. There could be a stuntman in that suit and they can say A is mouse. You know what I'm saying? Like, looks are deceiving. Do not judge this book by its cover. It can literally be anyone under that mask right now. Now, for what you all have been waiting for. Who do I think A is? There's a few, but I'll go over the ones at the top of my list. As for suspect number 1, I believe A is Kelly, Karen's twin. In the previous series, we learned at the very end that Spencer had a British twin who was pulling all the strings. And whenever A shows up, Kelly is nowhere to be found. It could be that Kelly and Karen aren't actually twins. It's one actress pulling a live-in Maddie, a sister. No, sister had twins. It's the same actress that they're using twice. Should have stopped at live-in Maddie, but I don't know if you guys have seen that. Anyway, number 2 on my suspect list is Chip, aka Tabby's simp. It is painfully obvious that he likes Tabby, but she's constantly putting him in the friend zone. I wouldn't be surprised if he just snapped. As for suspect number 3, Imogen's mom. So my boyfriend thinks that Imogen's mom is actually still alive, and I just thought I'd throw that one in here. And the final suspect on my top list is Angela's mother. In the last episode, we learned more about Angela Waters from Tabby's mom, who considered Angela to be a lost soul who was dealt a bad card. Well, she had a mentally ill mother. Who wouldn't want to get revenge after losing a child? And then that made me think of Karen's mom. But we're not getting into that. Alrighty, you made it to the end. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm super excited for more episodes, and don't forget to comment down below, who do you think A is?